Hello, hello to all of my GEMS family. This is Life with Marlene, and I welcome you to today's podcast. I truly appreciate all of you GEMS family. I just wanted to come in and do a little bit of a chit chat. I haven't been live for a while doing this, and I had a few moments, so I thought I'd see what you guys are doing and come and ask a few questions. So, how are you, Gems, doing? Hope everybody's doing amazing. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Welcome. Hey, East, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. Yes, and my question stands. Do you have some summer plans? Oh, you're at work? Awesome. I hope you have a great rest of your day, East. Do you all have any plans for the summer? I know those of you who are parents, it's probably about a 1 month left of summer vacation for yourself and your kiddos. And then to everybody else who's traveling, it's a busy. Are you going on any summer travel, whether it's a weekend road trip, going to a place for a destination, maybe just a getaway, or maybe just having some fun? Um, I personally, I'm not going anywhere, not that I know of at this moment. I think my next trip going somewhere is in the end of next month. So I guess technically you could call that the end of summer. But right now, I'm just trying my best to save a little bit of money. I have a few plans because I want to do some international travel coming up soon. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely. I'm looking forward to getting some international travel. I recently got my passport, so I'm looking forward to getting out and having some fun. I'm experiencing something outside of Florida in another country, so I'm looking forward to that part. But right now, my plan is to just stay cool. That's my plan right now, just to stay cool. And to everybody, whether you live in Florida, you live in Georgia, you live in Texas, whether you're up north, New York, New Jersey. I know I have GEMS family all over the United States, but I also have international GEMS family that live in Japan and the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, the UK. No matter where you are, I hope that you are staying cool and comfortable. Hey, Miss Betty, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Friday. You're slightly distracted working. Okay. For me, that's my only objective right now is I don't know about you all, but it is terribly humid and just hot. If you don't take care of things early in the morning or late in the evening, I don't know what to tell you. It's just too miserable and people are, you know, not divulging too much, but a lot of people are checking into hospitals and clinics because of dehydration. So make sure you're hydrating yourself, drinking water or other, have a cold beverage. Make sure you're turn on your AC, stay cool, or go by a cool water source, whether it's the pool, it's the beach, whatever. But keep yourself cool and comfortable. It's just not worth it to get dehydrated, get sick, and wind up in the hospital. I don't want that for any of you all. Yes, everybody's talking to everybody. That's my plan right now, to just stay nice and cool until it doesn't cool off here in Florida until around the beginning of October. So I still have basically roughly 2 whole months before we experience some cooler weather. But for right now, I'm just trying to stay cool. And things are so expensive, whether it's food or whatever, utilities, it's out of control. I don't know if you all have been experiencing as well, the water bill, the light bill, everything is going up. Things are getting more and more expensive. It's so hard to live, much less trying to have some fun, just keeping your lights on, keeping yourself having a roof over your head. Sometimes that's hard enough, much less trying to have some fun. We can't even afford sometimes to have fun. But even if it's something free, I hope this summer you get to do something fun, even if it's just going and looking at your view of your general area, your local area, whether it's at the park, whether you go to a beach, whether you go to a pool, whether it's in your backyard or at a friend's house in your local community, or getting together. I know a lot of people. Hey, Brad, how are you doing? Welcome. Hey, Realist One. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday to everybody. So, whether you are chilling by the pool or you're out and about having some fun, go and do that. Life is too short. And a lot of people, thank you, Brad. Thank you for the cash. I almost said cash app. Thank you for the super sticker. You know what we have to bring out? It's panda time. I haven't played that panda, Kung Fu Panda, in a long time. So when the super chat hits, thank you so much. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Hey, Miss Tamika, how are you doing? Appreciate everybody being here and coming through. Yes, Hip Hop Panda in the house. What are you guys doing for your summer? That's the only plans I have. Probably just some simple things. I'm not a complicated person. I like simple things like having a barbecue, having a picnic, hanging out by the pool, having a drink. But whatever it is that you all are doing, stay cool and comfortable, be in the shade, make sure you hydrate yourself, have your water, your adult beverages, of course, responsibly. We're going to be responsible because we're grown and mature. So whatever it is that you're doing, have your fun. I'm trying to see if I could get some passes to be able to go to this place. I haven't been there in about 10 years. It's about 20 minutes from me in Tampa, Busch Gardens, and they have a lot of things. It's like a theme park and they have rides there. So I haven't been to that place since I was like a kid. So I may go over to Busch Gardens or go over to one of those water parks. But y'all gonna laugh at me. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I don't like to go to those theme parks when children are out. I wait till kids go back to school, and then when it's quiet and it's mainly adults, then I go to those places. So when school starts back in August, then I'll start going to places because I can't stand to go places and it's a million kids screaming, having meltdowns. No, that's not for me. I'm in a different season in my life. Can't take all that hollering. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Well, I have some friends and we just agree to disagree because I just don't believe that there's certain places that you go to that I feel that should be adult only. You should be at least 18 to go there because the kids aren't even enjoying it. They're sleeping half of the day. They're having meltdowns because they need a nap and they just want things, and they can't really enjoy it like you can enjoy it when you get older, around 10, 12. But how can a 2-year old enjoy a theme park and you have to pay like $40 for them to get in? I think that's crazy. But that's just me going off on my rant. Yes, they do. They get out of hand. And I love the kids. Y'all don't get me wrong. I love the kids, but I love the well-behaved children. And I'm just past that season in my life where I can handle all that hollering. When I was younger, I could handle all that hollering, but as I'm getting older, my patience is getting thinner, and I cannot tolerate when other parents, quote unquote, have their kids tearing up the place, screaming, running over the place, running into people, opening up packages in the store, just running amok. Ugh, I am so ready for school to be back and I could get back my sanity. But, anyways, I digress for a moment. Back to my original question: what are you all doing for the summer? I hope I'll be able to, not this week coming, but the weekend after. So, in 2 weeks, I hope to be able to have a barbecue. I hope that it's going to go well. And I say that you all know, I'm not going to call no names, but we all know about family barbecues, especially in certain demographics, the certain ones that will show up and they show up empty handed, but they also want a plate to go home. And the ones that come and they want to start mess, or the ones that show up drunk. Uh, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated after it passes. Oh, thank you for another super sticker. I really appreciate it, Brad. Thank you so much. No, we have to bring out again Kung Fu Panda when the super chat hits. Thank you so much, Brad. I appreciate it. Yes, it's time for the panda. Come on, realist. What is this relationship with the panda, realist? I got to get to the bottom of it. What has Kung Fu Panda done to you? Kung Fu Panda is that's a loving, gentle creature. Yeah, but that's what I'm hoping. Incident free, drama free barbecue in 2 weeks. That's a plan. And it's supposed to be having a girls' trip, which I don't know where we're going actually, just a weekend getaway trip. So you guys will probably be seeing a vlog of that. And then in August, like I said, I'm hoping to go to Busch Gardens, some water park here in Florida, and be able to chill after the children are gone back to school. So that will be probably the end of August, sometime around there. So I'm looking forward to a barbecue, a theme park, going to the pool, just relaxing and chilling out before. You know how it goes. We complain about the heat, and then when it gets cold, we want the heat. Never satisfied, actually. Thank you so much, Brad. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, I want to know, realist, what has Panda done to you? Just, inquiring minds want to know. It's a good panda. So that's basically all I came on to ask you all. What you have going on for the summer? Is anybody doing anything fun? Um, that's basically all I wanted to know. If you guys were doing anything fun, I didn't see anybody put in any summer activities. Maybe people are just staying at home, minding their own business, trying to pay their bills, keep their head above water. I feel that. I can understand it. I respect it. The ones that, just trying to maintain, it's all good. I respect a woman and a man for that, holding it down and taking care of their business. But, try to have some fun, even if it's something free. Look in your local community if they have some free events. Sometimes in your downtown area, they have events that are free, like live bands or little summer fairs, produce markets, something you could just go and relax and chill, maybe have a drink, buy a coffee, have an adult beverage, and just chill out, relax for a little bit. Panda makes you nervous. Panda makes you nervous. Okay. We're going to have to do a little bit of digging on that. Why does Panda make you nervous? What has Panda ever done to you? Yeah, everyday life. That's right, real. It's just trying to maintain. That's all. That's all. All we can ever do in this life is try to find the positive in every day. That's it. And it seems to it's harder and harder for us to find the positive in every day because there's so many people that are around us that are so negative. Your relatives on the job, people in your community, people on social media. It seems that it's harder and harder for us to find more people who are positive, but you just keep it moving. That's what I do. I just keep it moving. If somebody's vibe is off or somebody's acting strange or brand new, you just, okay, all right, have a great day. And you just keep on moving. That's what I do these days. I can't let them, mess up my positive vibes. You can't. You can't let other people get to you. But another thing in this life that it's easier said than done. It's easy to say, don't let people get to you, but sometimes people will make you want to forget everything that you have inside of you. They make you want to forget your values and your standards and just do something to bring some sort of physical harm to them because people just don't understand. Some days you're just on the brink of losing it. And I know a lot of people will always act like they're always okay and they're always positive and everything is always good in their world. But I'm just not that way. I'm a real person. I know that there are some days where I'm just not feeling it. My mood is not good. My vibes are low, and that's when I just stay to myself. That's it. I just stay to myself and mind my own business, just trying to keep it, you know, just trying to maintain my positivity and be my best self. That's all. I think that's all we can ever want as grown women and grown men, just trying to maintain, keep your head above water and do your best. That's about all we can do. Um, nothing else in this life, nothing in this life is guaranteed. Yeah. Nothing in this life is guaranteed. And I'm finding more and more as I get older, as I go through things, that some people are just, they will try to make your life miserable because they make the choice to be miserable. Don't let them. Don't let anybody make you miserable. I don't care who it is. It could be your own mother or father. It could be your cousins or your siblings. It could be person you're interested in romantically. Anybody could have their vibes off, but don't let other people affect you with their negativity. You know, that's something that we have to really be aware. Got to really be aware of yourself and all those things. Don't let people get to you. Don't let them get you down. Especially it's hot out there, And I get it because when it's hot, people get irritable. People are cranky because, they're hot and people are crabby. Sometimes people don't sleep. People are going through real life issues. And I don't mean small little things. Some people are dealing with some real life stuff like people battling with real serious health problems. People have some mental health issues at the moment. People struggling financially. It's a lot out there, but I just basically wanted to come on and to say that even if you're going through something, still try to make a plan to enjoy yourself at some point today, this week, this month, next month. you know just like Real has said, every day is a gift, and it is. Every day is a gift. So just try your best to maintain. Try your best to maintain and be positive. Be in a positive space as much as you can. We can't do anything about other people. All we can do is just be ourselves, and that's about it. Just be yourself, and that's about it. So I'm going to try my best to enjoy the rest of my summer. Got about 2 more months here in Florida of warm weather. So I'm going to try my best to keep cool, stay hydrated, everybody. Everybody stay hydrated. It don't matter where you live. Everybody needs water. Everybody needs some cool air. And don't let people get under your skin this summer because it's hot and they're irritated or whatever, or they want to be miserable. Don't let them get to you. And all the parents out there, don't let your kids drive you crazy. They're going to go back to school soon. They will go back to school, trust and believe. And this doesn't sound like a nice thing to say, but boy, when kids go back to school, I am definitely happy. I am so happy when kids go back to school. I'm like, yes, not here, soaking up all my good air conditioning, eating up all the food. Ooh. Mm. Yeah, they do. They forget. They forget, but remind them. Remind them though. Remind people that what they're supposed to be doing. Like you always say, realists act accordingly. A lot of people don't understand that how you treat somebody, it comes with consequences. People always want to talk about what the reaction they got, but they never want to talk about their own consequences. Oh, Kristen said I homeschool. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know, Kristen. I don't know what to say about that. But I can say for myself, I'm happy. I'm always happy when they're going back to school. I'm always happy. I'm like, yes, back to school. You need a marker. You need a backpack. Yes, bye bye. Back to school for you. Because I got a lot going on in my world. A lot. Running a business, still working my 9 to 5, hustling, grinding so that I can have a better life for not only myself, but also my loved ones. It takes a lot of effort. Shout out to all of my hustlers out there trying to hustle and maintain so that you can have a different life. And also for generations ahead, you're planning your responsibility and your maturity. Trust me, one day somebody's going to be grateful that you did what you did. And sometimes we're not always seen to the moms, the dads, aunties, uncles, brothers. People don't always appreciate us, you know? Hey, Miss Purple, how are you? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. A lot of times people don't appreciate us, right? People don't appreciate us while they have us. I'm just going to be real and honest. When my parents were alive, I didn't appreciate them as much as I appreciate them now that they're gone. I think that that's crazy because I don't know. I think I had some sort of thinking that my parents were always going to be around at least for a few more years. I thought I was going to at least have my parents until I got to a certain age. But nothing in this life is guaranteed, everybody. Absolutely nothing in this life is guaranteed. So if you have your parents or your elderly folks in your family, make sure you spend a little time with them. Make some memories. You got your brothers, your sisters, or whoever, anybody who matters in your life. Make sure you tell them, you know, tell people you love them while you have them. I say it all the time. There's some people that families only get together when someone is in the hospital. You only see your relatives in dire circumstances. You don't see them in times where there should be joy, right? And I get tired of only seeing certain people. You only see them every time there's a funeral or every time someone is sick in the hospital or someone is on hospice or end of life, they're transitioning. I'm sick of that. I really am, to be honest with you all. And I don't know why I'm talking about this because I came on here to talk about summer things, but maybe my spirit led me that maybe somebody needs to hear this. I don't know. But Hey, Kyle, how are you doing? Welcome. Sometimes we go through things in our life, right? And the people we have in our life don't really see us and appreciate us in the moment, but later on, and I can say that because I'm a mature woman. I know when I had certain individuals in my life, I didn't appreciate how much of an impact all the things they do for me. Even the simple things as being able to call someone, ask them a question, or you can lean on them for emotional, mental, spiritual support. I miss those things about my loved ones that are no longer here. So, to anybody, if you have somebody that you care about, whether it's a relative, whether it's a friend, your spouse, significant other, whoever, if you got people in your life and you love them, tell them you love them. I think that's a important thing. Very, very important. Tell people you love them while you have them. Don't take anybody for granted. I don't care from the youngest child to the oldest person that's around you. If you value them, tell them. And I'm telling from experience, I'm not a person that really likes to openly express and communicate, I care about you, I love you, thank you for being there. But it's important to say those things because trust me, one day you're going to be sitting back in your private, quiet time like, man, I should have told them I loved them more. I should have spent a little more time with them. I should have did this or I should have forgave them. There's no time like today. No time like the moment. No time like the present for us to appreciate people, and I get it. In this society, we're always so busy going. You got bills to pay, you got responsibilities. People have things to do. Yeah, you don't have time to sit down with people all day long and hang out, but just simple things like a phone call, a text message, taking maybe 30 minutes to an hour out of your day to hang out and, grab lunch or make lunch together or talk about something, whatever, even if it's video chat, even if it's somebody that you know internationally. Take time out of your schedule to do a video call just to see them, FaceTime them, let them know that you're thinking about them. I think that's so important because you don't want to live with regret. I feel like I'm living right now off of my blessings from the things that I did when I didn't even know. You don't even know like how important those moments are. So I'm saying this from experience to whoever needs to hear this message. Make sure you're taking some pictures and some videos, because later on you're going to be like, man, I wish I had some more pictures. I say that to myself now. I wish I had more pictures of my mama. I wish I had more pictures of my daddy and my brother and my auntie. I wish I had more of those. So make sure you're making memories and having some fun. Don't forget to wrap your arms around them, hug them, tell them you love them. I think that's the probably a very important message that we don't always think about it, or we say, because I know I've said it myself, they know I love them. Yeah, they do. They may love you, and that's true. And they love you, vice versa. But it's nothing like hearing it. It makes you feel, it makes something on the inside of you feel good when you hear that your brother, your sister, your dad, your cousin, your friend, your loved one, your significant other, when you hear them tell you they love you, it hits different. It kind of helps you to get through that day. It makes maybe a bad day or a bad moment in that day all seem to melt away, just because you know that no matter what's going on in this world, I know I have people in my life that love me. I think that's an important message, to all of my Gems family. Make sure you tell people you love them while you have them. Make time out your busy schedule, even if it's 5 minutes. If somebody is on your mind, say, "Oh, I'll call them next week and next month." I fell into that trap, and here I am today. I can't call them because they're no longer around, and I'm not trying to sound dim and, doom and gloom, like negative, but it's the real life. You never know. One day you go home and those people that were very important to you are no longer there. So while you have them, people you really care about, people you really love, take that time, go visit, take your trips, make memories, even if you can't go and visit in person, but do your video chats, do your phone calls, and reassure people in your life that you love, that you actually do. So that's all I came on here to say, and ask everybody. I didn't see anybody talk about any summer plans, so the question still exists. Do you all have any summer plans? Doing anything fun for the remainder of this summer? We have about a month or so left in the summer. Anybody going to a pool, a barbecue, a picnic, a themed party? I know a lot of people, they get married in the summer. A lot of people have baby showers. There's lots of things that happen during the summer, but whatever it is that you spend your time doing this summer, I hope that is pleasant. I hope that you have peace. I hope all is well in your world. I hope your mental health is okay. I hope you feel loved and special. Yeah, all of those things wrapped up in a nice bow. I hope that you are vibrating higher to the frequency that you deserve. I hope that you are in a positive space. And if not, I hope it changes. I really do. I hope it changes. I hope it changes really and honestly from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes we get into situations where our life has shifted, and maybe we are going through some health problems. Maybe we're dealing with some issues, maybe with our own self, and it's not easy, or people have disappointed us and left us. Maybe you're starting over again. Maybe you're an empty nester. Maybe you just got out of a bad relationship. Maybe you just got into a good relationship. Maybe you just had a baby. Maybe your baby is now leaving and going off and going to college or getting married. It's amazing how I remember when I was younger, I couldn't wait to be grown. And then now that I'm grown, it seems that the years are just passing by so fast. And it feels like just a few years ago, I was graduating high school. And now I'm seeing those same people that were babies that I used to take care of. Now they're 18 and having their own families and their own lives. Yeah. Nothing in particular. Okay, realist. You're still laid up with gout issues. I hope that gets better for you, Miss Purple. Truly do. Sending positive vibes your way. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome in. Truly appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. Yes, nothing but positivity your way, Miss Purple. Nothing but positivity. So, you know, y'all stay cool. Enjoy yourself. Have as much fun as you can. Try to maintain a positive attitude. And don't let people get to you, whether in real life or on social media, because this social media, it can be a trip. Don't let the social media get inside of your head and mess you up. Don't do it. Don't let social media get to you, to click and turn off your phone, turn off your devices. A lot of people need to turn off their devices this summer instead of making their whatever the issues they have in their life. And I was just talking about that on my podcast this morning. And I don't remember, but I think it was Angela who said that a lot of people come onto social media with their whatever problems because they don't want to face it. A lot of people don't want to grow, but they hate to see other people growing. They hate to see people positive and elevating. I love to see grown women and grown men elevating. starting their businesses and having healthy relationships with their partner or their relatives, their children, whoever. I like to see grown men and women winning in life. I really and truly do. So I hope that for all of you. I hope you all have the best of health, the best of life, the best in your relationship, and the best this summer. Even though it's hot, stay hydrated, stay cool, and go about your business. All of those things. All of those things. You're welcome, Miss Purple. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let them get to work. Oh, yes. Don't let them get to you at work because I'm telling you, Miss Purple, on the job, I don't know about y'all, but it seems like in the work sector, those who are still the 9 to 5ers or whatever the shift is, 9 to 5, 3 to 11, 7 to 3, 12 to 12, whatever is the case for you. But, those who are working for an employer, it seems that it's now you're expected to do more for less. You're expected to be spread between 3 people, and that kind of gets irritating when they're expecting you to do more for the same amount of pay. They're expecting you to pick up the slack of 3 people. Uh, don't let them get to you. Make sure you set your boundaries. You take your days off when you can, and don't take that foolishness home to the people who really love you. When you open up that door, receive your loved ones well, receive them with hugs and love. Don't take all the anger and drama and be snapping at your partner, your friends, your whoever. Leave that drama there at work and bring that love and peace into your home. Yeah, all of that. Yes, Nate. Yeah, keep yourself safe. Hey, Planner Gardener, Garden TV. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah. So I'm going to put the link in here if there's anybody who would like to come up and share their plans for the summer. See if I can get myself another 20 minutes or so. If anybody wants to hit that link and talk about any summer plans or what's going on in your area, you're welcome to. Yes, Miss Purple. Please watch your surroundings at all times and be safe. Yeah, be safe, everybody. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. You know, it's just a life is just so different than when I was a kid, and I don't feel like I'm that old, but I remember playing outside, playing double dutch, even simple things like taking what is it, those chalk, writing on the sidewalk, climbing trees. But I had a different type of upbringing. I had an upbringing in between New York and the Caribbean. So I had two different experiences. I knew about the busy, and I know about that city country life. And then now I'm in Florida, and I'm experiencing that kind of tropical vibes, laid back, chill vibration. So can't let can't let things get to you. Yes, yes, Nate. Yes. In other words, act accordingly. Hashtag act accordingly. You know, don't let these people get to you. I'm telling you, these people can get you losing your mind on the job. They can, because I know I feel that way sometimes. If you don't check yourself, I know it's gonna sound crazy to some people, but it works for me. I have to talk to myself sometimes, or I will snap off. I have to talk to myself and say, Marlene, it's not worth it. They're not worth it. Don't even respond because they don't care. And when you go and do something, you make one bad decision, one poor decision, and you can ruin your life. Can wind up incarcerated, or even worse, you can wind up unalived because you got a hot head. So, to everybody, cool down, chill out. I know road rage is real. I know people drive crazy. I know people do rude things. People try to get in your business, be in your business. People want to confront you and be in your face. Be careful. You know, be careful. All of that. Just trying my best to, maintain, be a good example to not only in my community but among my relatives. You never know the people that are watching you. You never know the people that you affect. You really do. You don't know the people that really appreciate you. Most of the time people don't let others know how much they mean to them. And I can say sometimes I didn't know the impact of certain people until they're gone. Like, I've had people in my community, older people, teachers, and sometimes friends of my parents, and when they pass on or when they move away or something, you feel some sort of way. We don't always realize that there are certain people who impact us, and sometimes it's in person, and sometimes people can bring a positive impact on our life and we don't even know them in real life. There are people that I watch on social media, and they really have impacted me in a positive way because I like listening to people who get me to thinking. They get me to thinking about my life and how fragile life is and how ever moving and ever changing life is. Even the times where it seems like your life isn't ever shifting and changing, it actually is. Everything is moving. We just don't always feel the rotation. We don't always feel the big changes in our life, but changes are happening, you know. I think as humans, we all tend to do that. All of us. Yeah. We don't consider that our chances to do that are limited. Yeah, we don't. I remember when I was younger, I used to think I was invincible. I know it's hard for y'all to believe. A lot of people don't believe me, but I thought I was something. And my dad used to say that. So, boy, my last child is something. I did. I thought I was invincible. I would confront anybody. I would be in anybody's face. I would pop off. I would cuss out. And some other things that I wouldn't mention here on YouTube that I used to do back in the day. Well, I guess they would call wilding out. That's because I just thought I was invincible. And sometimes I look back at the situations that I put myself in, like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Just immature. I believe that certain situations, the only reason I got through that is because I had protection. I was protected. I believe that 100%. I was protected in a lot of situations, acting crazy, talking crazy. Put myself in some very compromising situations. Miss Purple says, I don't know about you, Marlene, but I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. People are crazy. I stay in my lane and mind my business, but people try you here. So I pray faithfully that God shields and protects me. Amen, Miss Purple. I every day I wake up, I don't come on this app focusing on spirituality, but I'm a very spiritual person. I think that's what keeps me grounded amongst the craziness in my life in this world. That's where I find my a firm foundation. If it wasn't for that, I don't know. I really don't know. But the whole thing about it, Miss Purple and everybody who's in the chat, some days we're trying to mind our own business. We're trying to stay in our lane, but it seems that some people are actually trying their best to do something so that they can get a reaction, so that they can get a rise, so that you'll say something. Have you ever met people like that who try to come? You're like, sometimes I'll be like all the way over, like having a walk. I'll be in my zone, having my meditation. I'll be meditating all the way on my own in a corner, and people will come all the way where I am and come and try to provoke me for some reason, or say something like, I don't even respond to them. I just look at them and continue on. There's a lot of people out there that they have mental issues. They're angry. They need a therapist. They need to connect spiritually to whatever it is that they want to believe in. They need help. Some people really need help, and they're in denial. There's a lot of people out there that are in denial, and they need a lot of help. Hey, the original JT, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes, JT is saying hi to the chat. You know, I always try my best. If I'm being 100% honest, I always try my best to be a good person. I try my best to be positive, but there's always people out there that will always try to, yeah, it's like, I'm all the way over here. Like, why do you come over here trying to bother me? I'm trying to have my own private meditation time. Or you could just be in the most positive mood, and somebody will come along with their nasty attitude and look at you up and down, or try to say something negative or whatever, or try to start something with you. It's a lot dealing with so many personalities in this world. That's why you have to, before you leave your house, you have to be armed. You have to arm your mind, body, and your spirit to be able to handle with all these type of personalities, all these type of, oh, when you go out there, you better be prepared. Y'all better be prepared. Whatever it is that is your belief system. For me, it's God. I have to make sure I'm prayed up, that I'm covered, that I secure my mind, that, prepare my mind for whatever it is that I'm going to confront. Help me to maintain my values, help me to respect myself, help me to shut my mouth when I need to shut my mouth. Because I have been learning that recently, some things are not meant for you to have a rebuttal. Just leave it. They're not worth it, because they're never going to receive it. They're not going to listen to you. They want to do what they want to, and and some people are only looking for one little reason to pop off, to use a firearm on you, to try to unalive you, to say something so that you'll do something, so that they can call the police and ruin your entire life. Not worth it. Not worth it. I say that because I've known people who are in the system right now just because one bad decision. Somebody said something to them, and they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they want to be big and bad. And you say this and I say that. Oh, yeah. Next thing, they pull out a piece, and somebody got deleted. Not worth it. Yeah. Very true. Working in the social services field can be challenging at all times. Yes. At all times, JT, at all times. I work in healthcare. And I'm also a medical esthetician. And I see all kinds of stuff. I see all types of stuff. I've seen people from all walks of life, people who are million and billionaires. And I've dealt with people who are, what you could say, what is the correct term right now? Because they're not calling people homeless. Oh, they say they're living outside. From people who are billionaires to people who are living outside, I've seen all of them. And guess what? Every single one is still a human. No matter what you have in the bank, we're all human beings. That's something that's not going to change. It will not change. We're all human beings. That's one thing. We're all human beings. Yes. Hello, Miss Nexie. How are you doing? Welcome. Hey, Edna's World. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I put the link in here if anybody wants to come up and tell me about your summer plans. Um, One thing that I have to say is I had to learn recently. It took me a very long time, I think. It took me a long time for me to realize that I don't have to have uh, something to say back to everybody. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. I appreciate the super sticker. I appreciate you. You know what I have to do? I have to bring out Kung Fu Panda when the super chat hits. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss Nexie. Thank you. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, as I'm getting older, I'm learning that I need to zip my mouth. I'm still learning. Mm, sometimes I think like my mouth is. I can't lie to y'all. I'm still Caribbean, even though. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much because my mouth will get me into trouble. But people think sometimes because I'm soft spoken, I can get I can go toe to toe with anybody. I got a terrible, filthy mouth. Um, yeah, I do. People think because you, I'm selective these days because I have people who are looking up to me. I have a brand. I have a business I'm trying to grow. I have people that look up to me. I have people I mentor and I coach. So, you have to move at a different frequency and vibration than what you used to when you were 20. You got to move at a different frequency. I know someone who lost both of their parents, and it drove them to the point of just giving up on life. And now they chose to live in the street wearing big jackets in 90-degree weather. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, the mind goes. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you the absolute 100% truth. The 100% truth. I can't say any more real than this. If I didn't have my faith, if I didn't have good friends, if I didn't have a therapist, if I didn't have people supporting me and talking me through it, losing my dad from prostate cancer, 6 months later, losing my mom, then 2 months later, miscarrying, and then 2 months after that, losing my auntie, and then 1 year later, losing my brother. Now it was just too much. It's like I couldn't even deal with one loss, and here comes another, and here comes another, and here comes another, and here comes another. And I do find myself sometimes, to be 100% honest with you, sometimes my mind swirls. And when I start crying for one of them, I cry for all of them. I don't know if anybody has ever been through this, gone through this, but it's like when you start crying for one, you cry for all of them. It's like when I miss one, then I'll start thinking about the other one and the other one, and then I have a meltdown, and just your head is spinning. So to get back into a balanced and a centered place, I have to I have to remind myself that yes, they're not here, but right now in my life I have a value. I have a value and I have a purpose. Mhm. Yeah, they're still young. Yeah, it's so sad. Yes, no matter what we go through, it's always someone going through it worse. Yeah, that's the truth. But when you're going through something, you're not thinking about other people. You're only thinking about your situation and your issue because we're humans. And it's not like we're trying to be selfish, but you only see what is applicable to you. And sometimes the things that is applying in our life it's hard. It's a hard life when you're struggling financially, struggling with some mental health, you're grieving, you're sad, people aren't acting right, you feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, you're disrespected. It's just sometimes it's like everything happening to you all at once. It does. I feel that way. I feel the weight of the world some days. It's like, what is going on? Why is everything coming against me? But, just like my therapist told me many, many years ago, sometimes everything has to fall apart so that you can have a fresh start in your new life. And I believe that 100%. We have to go through situations to find out how strong we are, to find out who really cares about us, who really rocks with us, who really supports you. And you really don't understand who are your real true people. I can say that for myself. I'm not trying to be selfish, but I can say that for myself. When you go through situations, I was like fully sure, oh yeah, whenever I go through something, I know I can depend on X, Y, and Z. But guess what? Those aren't the people who show up for you. Sometimes it's a whole stranger. It's somebody you don't even know. It's somebody on social media. It's somebody you meet just going through your day-to-day life that tells you exactly what you need. I've been through that, just been in a really bad mood, in a bad space, and then somebody just says, everything's going to be okay. I don't know you, but keep your head up and keep going. And that's exactly what I needed to hear that day. So I'm saying that to anybody who needs to hear it. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're dealing with, but everything is going to be okay. Take things one moment, one day at a time, and do the best that you can in your situation. Don't compare your life to anybody else. Yeah, people get tired of being tired. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Nexie. I can't imagine that pain, you know? And that's what I always say. We look at people and they have this big smile on their face, right? Hmm. They always say the ones that have the brightest light, they have been through the most. I say that all the time. I say it all the time. I say it all the time to my friends that the reason why I can be so positive is because I have been through so many things, and I choose to make a choice. And not just when it comes to losing people, but so many other situations in my life, that's happened to me. DV situation, um, miscarrying, having an eating disorder. A lot of things has happened to me in my life. And over again, over and over and over and over again, I rise. Over and over again, I find a way to find my way back to me, find my way back to my purpose. And I'm grateful that I'm still here. I really am. I'm grateful that I'm still here. I'm grateful that I'm able to speak to somebody, and hope that you get some message of inspiration, because I don't care anywhere I go, whether I'm on social media, whether I'm doing mentoring or coaching, whether I'm doing my 9 to 5, whether I'm doing my business, my hobby, whether I'm giving back with nonprofit. Like my mom always said, you carry your values anywhere you go. I sprinkle a little bit of me anywhere I go. So I always try my best to inspire, motivate, and encourage other people, not because I don't have problems and issues, but I think it's because I have problems and issues I'm able to see people, not judge them. I don't judge anybody. It's not my business to judge anybody, but to inspire somebody, but just with a kind word, just to greet people with respect. Like where is that going? These days it seems that people don't know how to respect one another. They don't. It's sad. Hi, Miss Angie. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you all being here and hanging out. I didn't see anybody hit that invite link. So I'm going to get up out of here. I definitely appreciated you. I wanted to come on for an hour and to talk about summer plans. And if you all have any summer plans, be safe, hydrate, have some fun, be careful. You know, don't trust everybody. Don't drive under the influence, intoxicated. You know, call a taxi, a Uber, a Lyft, or someone that is not drinking or under the influence of anything. You know, we can never be too careful. Stay hydrated, everybody. Enjoy your life. I appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my channel members. Make sure you check out my mods if they have a channel. Go over to their channel. Look at some of their content. My mods are awesome. And I thank them all for their support. Thank you guys so much. Everybody have a great Friday, a rest of your weekend. I hope you have some fun, whatever you get into. Stay hydrated, stay safe. This is Life with Marlene, your Florida blogger. I appreciate every single one of you support. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.